What's up, guys? Joe Andreessen here, Buffalo Bills linebacker, Lancaster High School graduate, and former All-Western New York selection back in 2017. First off, just want to say congratulations to everyone that was selected. It's a huge honor to be selected as an All-Western New York player, and I know the time and the effort and the hard work that goes into that, so congratulations. Secondly, I know all you guys have aspirations and big dreams, and this is just a small part of that journey. I'm here to tell you to keep chasing after those dreams, keep chasing after those aspirations, put everything you have into it, go full throttle for what you want in life. And during that process, treat people the right way, and things tend to work out. And I think you guys receiving this recognition, this award, is just a testament to that. Lastly, I want to say God is good all the time, and go Bills.
Alex Cortello, West Seneca West High School, and I'd like to thank my mom and my coaches for giving me a chance and opportunity to get better and grow. My favorite memory would be Sweet Home, getting 4 interceptions and beating a school record. And my favorite player has to be Aaron Donald.
I'm Nicholas Skutnik from Iroquois, and I would like to thank my parents, my coaches, and all my teammates around me that helped me get here. And my favorite moment would probably be when I broke the section record against West Seneca East in the Flunky Bowl Championship last year. And my favorite player is LaShawn McCoy.
My name is Evan Zankel. I go to Williamsville South. I'd like to thank my friends, family, and Coach Okada, Coach Overton, and Will from Strive for getting me here. My favorite memory as a football player at Will South is breaking the single season receiving record this year. My favorite NFL player is Garrett Wilson.
Quinton Littleton, Canisius High School. My favorite player is probably Devontae Adams, My favorite memory for this year is probably the St. Francis game. It was a good game, We lost in the end, but it was an important game. I feel like everybody on my team had a good performance, and it was just a good game. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my coach, Coach Craig Kazansky, for getting me here today. I wouldn't be here without my coach, and my mom and dad are what, got me here and helped me work out and stuff like that. So I'd like to thank them.
Jameer Hill, McKinley High School. I'm thankful for Brian Davis, my mom. Favorite moment is beating Health Science in the sectional championship. Favorite NFL player, Micah Parsons.
To Sean Henley, McKinley High School. I'm thankful for Brian Davis and my mom. My favorite moment is winning a sectional championship, and my favorite player is Joe Burrow.
Jason Warren, Bennett High School. I would like to thank Coach McDuffie, Coach Bob, Coach Scott. My favorite memory was playing at the Dome, winning this 2022 state championship, and my favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
Jimmy Valentine, I go to Bennett. My favorite memory is just winning at the Bill Stadium. I never played there. I would like to thank all my coaches, all my trainers, and especially my father and my mother. And my favorite football player is Marshawn Lynch.
Jason Hargrove, Bennett High School. I'm gonna thank my mother and the Bennett coaching staff and the trainers. My favorite memory was Bill Stadium, 3 sacks in 1 game. And their favorite football player, Myles Garrett.
Sean Dolak, class of 2019, West Seneca East, Buffalo News Player of the Year, current LA Rams linebacker. I want to congratulate the 2025 All-Western New York players on their success and everything to come.
Joseph Sacco, South Park. I'd like to thank mom and dad, coaches, Laney, Coach E, Coach Brooks. Favorite memory, running in for the game-winning touchdown against Cheektowaga. Favorite football player is Aaron Donald.
Carson Fairbank, Chautauqua Lake, number 4. I'd like to thank my coaches, Pope, Harper, Payne, Denny. Favorite memories being Southwestern, Section 6. And then favorite football player, Josh Allen.
Clayton Smith, Chautauqua Lake. I'd like to thank my parents and my coaches, Ty Harper, Chris Payne, Kevin Denny, and all the other guys. My favorite memory is winning Section 6 against Southwestern, and my favorite football player is Fred Warner.
William Worketter, St. Francis High School. I'd like to thank my mother and father for putting me in the position that I am, my coaches and my athletic training staff for keeping me on the field. My favorite memory was summer lifts with the team, and my favorite player is Trent Williams.
Larry Arter III from St. Francis High School. I would like to thank my parents, my coaches for being with me throughout the whole season and throughout my whole career in high school. My most remembered moment in high school will be just making it back to states as a senior, because of my sophomore year I went, but I was not able to participate and play. And yeah, my favorite player probably will be LaShawn McCoy.
Tyron Clark Jr., go to St. Francis High School. I would like to thank God, my parents, and my siblings, and all my supporters for letting me do what I do and get this far and always supporting me. I'd like to thank my coaches for believing in me this season and for me to be the best I could be. Most memorable moment would have to be the championship game at Buck State against Canisius, where we won 41-34 and just get into that state championship with my teammates. My favorite player had to be Marshawn Lynch.
Trent Buttles. I go to St. Francis High School. I want to thank God for putting me in the position I am today. Without him, nothing would be possible. I'd also like to thank my mom and dad for all the sacrifices that they make for me to be able to come to St. Francis and just bless me with this great opportunity. I'd also like to thank my grandma. Without her, I wouldn't be here. Then I'd like to give a big shout out to Coach Smith for allowing me to come play for this amazing program in Brotherhood. Without him pursuing me coming here, I don't know where I would be at today. Also like to shout out the rest of the coaching staff for the phenomenal job they do. And then a big shout out to Coach Lee, for pursuing me. All the recruiting he has done to help me out in the recruiting process has been awesome. And then I want to say my most memorable moment from this season was beating Canisius for the second time. That was a big win, coming up, winning the championship and, being down the whole game and coming back. And then my favorite player is the Florida Gators' Tim Tebow.
What's going on, everybody? Isaiah McDuffie with the Green Bay Packers. Played for Bennett High School in 2016 and was the Buffalo News Player of the Year. Just want to give a special shout out to all the Western New York football team. Just want to say, just keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and hard work is going to pay off.
Kai Spittoon, Clarence. I'd like to thank my mom, Coach Dixon, Coach Bergio, and my Little League coaches, Coach Gunther and Coach Milbrandt, for getting me to this moment. My favorite memory was senior night versus Niagara Wheatfield, and my favorite NFL player is Rob Gronkowski.
Matt Capon, Newfane. Favorite memory is beating Wilson twice, especially at Highmark, winning the sectional game, last game at Highmark. I'd like to thank my parents, my mom and dad, and my grandpa. He drove me up here today on this cold winter day. I'd like to thank all my coaches, Coach Nagel, Coach Vosberg, Coach Hill, and Coach Keys. And favorite NFL player is Aaron Rodgers.
Elijah Kimball, Canisius High School. First, I would like to thank God for bringing me here. I had a rough start to life, and fortunate enough for me, he brought me through it. I also like to thank my mother, my grandmother, my granddad, my auntie, everybody who's been throughout this journey with me. I would also like to thank Coach Paul and Coach K for taking a chance on the kid from east side of Buffalo. My favorite player, give me Josh Allen, of course.
Javez Caldwell, Canisius High School. I want to thank my mom and the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My favorite memory is getting the sack against Joe's opener drive this year. Favorite player, Aaron Donald.
Roger Markham from Southwestern High School. I'd like to thank my parents and my coaches for getting me to where I'm at right now. My favorite player is Josh Allen, and my most memorable highlight from the season is beating my old school in the last regular season game.
Hey guys, this is Steven Carlson, Chicago Bears tight end, Jamestown High School class of 2015, 2014 state champion, and former first team All Buffalo News athlete. I wanted to congratulate all the players on the hard work and the dedication that it takes to achieve the success that you have. As you continue on your journey, I just want to say keep being yourself. The values and the commitment that you've shown are what's going to push you further in life and help you in chasing your dreams. And maybe one day we'll see you out here on an NFL field and add to the list of great people and players in the NFL from Western New York. Thanks, guys.
Chase Bonta, Jamestown High School. I would like to thank my dad and God for getting me to the position I am today and for always pushing me. And my favorite memory is scoring 8 touchdowns versus Hutch Tech in the first half. And my favorite NFL player is Jalen Warren.
Hi, my name is Alante Green. I go to Health Sciences Charter School, and I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach Louie, Coach Ty, Coach Nitty, Coach Walt. He wasn't there with us currently, but Coach Marcus, my mom, my dad, my uncle, and all my brothers. My favorite memory from the season, this past season, was when we went undefeated and we made it to the Highmark Stadium. And we just got our revenge on all the teams that we lost to past season. And my favorite college player is Caleb Downs.
Kayvon Pitts, Health Sciences Charter School. My coaches, Ty, Tyree Burger, Shaq, Marcus, Louie. My favorite memory, when I tied the record, 9 touchdowns against Hamburg, and when we made it to Highmark Stadium again. My favorite player, Barry Sanders.
Amari Ridgeway, Buff side, and I'd like to thank Coach Ty, Coach Louie, Shaq, and the rest. And my favorite memory on the season when I had scored a 98-yard pick six against Orchard Park. And my favorite player, Rasheed Rice.